Hello everyone. Today we're going to work on putting together our business card bootcamp. And this is what that assignment looks like in Canvas. And so for this bootcamp, we're actually going to be creating two similar versions of this business card. And in this video, I'm going to show you the version we will be using for your label for your art studio room cubby. There are about 9 steps to this, and we're going to go through those steps right now. And so the first thing I'd like us to do is to create a new folder in our Google Drive. And so let me move some things around. In a new tab, I want you to go over to your waffle, click on the waffle, and then click on your drive. And so if you already have this done, that is totally fine. You don't have to do it again. Previously, hopefully you made a sixth grade folder, and inside that sixth grade folder, you should have made an exploratory art folder, exploratory art 6 folder. Okay, so now I am in my exploratory art 6 folder. According to the directions, the next thing we need to do is to take a selfie with our Chromebook and save it to our new folder. And so I am going to make sure that my camera is turned on, access that camera, take a selfie. Once that selfie is taken, I want to open it and grab it by clicking these 3 dots right here and hitting Save As. And we want to put it into that new folder we just made. So if you navigate to your 6th grade folder, and actually I think, I never put my exploratory art 6 folder should have been inside my 6th grade folder. So I'll fix that later, but I want to make sure that my selfie ends up here in that exploratory art 6 folder. So then hit save. Okay. Once that is done, you can go ahead and close out of that and then close out of your camera so that you're not killing your battery life. And then the next thing you want to do is go to Canvas. We're on step 3 now in Canva. So we're going to open Canva and we are going to go to templates right here on the side. And then once you are in templates up here, make sure you have templates selected and then you'll type in business card. And then once you hit enter, it will populate and you are going to choose this one here, create a blank business card. Canva will offer you lots of different options, but we're not going to use any of those. Click create a blank. Once you are here, then you will upload your selfie. So you want to go to uploads over to the side, click upload files, navigate to where you put your selfie and hit open. It will populate over here to the side. Once you have that picture, you want to drag it into your business card and you will hit edit photo. Once you edit this, once you hit edit photo, you'll go to the side and choose BG remover for background remover. And let Canva work its magic and take that background off for you so that you're left with just you. And I'm actually going to grab the handles of this bounding box and drag them down as close to me as possible. And then I'm going to put me in the corner and make me a little bit larger. I want to be at least more than halfway of the height of this card. So it's got to be more than halfway. All right, once I have that now, we are going to move on to step 4, which is put a background in your card. So we're going to go to elements and I'm going to find something in the elements that will work for me. And so maybe I want something like, I don't know, colored pencils. All right, so lots of options here for colored pencil. This is a video. We don't want videos. Up here are photos. Let's click on see all and see what other kind of things we have going on. Some of these are interesting. Oh, I do like this one. So I'm going to grab this and put it in here. And if you see, luckily, this one actually has a transparent background already. So this one will work just fine. But as a background item, it's competing with me. And so I can't have it competing with me. It needs to go behind me first off. So we're going to hit position and send it to back. So now it's behind me, but it's still not large enough. So we're going to drag this bigger because I want it to, really take up the background. That's the whole point of a background image. So there's some big old pencils. But still, when I look at my composition, I look to the pencils before I look to me, okay? Some of the things you can do, if you click on your photo, our Chromebook photos, our cameras are not the best. And so sometimes you can go in here and put different filters on you. You can go in here to adjust. And if you try auto adjust, that is going to help sometimes. It's going to make you a little bit more vibrant. You can take your brightness up even more to kind of correct some of the imperfections that your Chromebook does. But nonetheless, you are still competing with your background. So I'm going to go back and select my background, and I'm going to choose this tool right here for transparency, and I'm going to drag this down. So my background just kind of fades back, okay? I'm still going to come back to me and make me even more, a little bit brighter. I might change up my contrast a little bit more, adjust some of these things so that I am in the best possible representation so that you see me first versus the background. Okay, so that was step 4. Step 5 is to add your name at the top. So we're going to choose text over at the side, add a text box, and then you're going to type your name. And you can adjust the font if you wish, adjust the size. Okay, place it up top here. Make sure that whatever color you make this or style you make it, you can click on this and change the effect if you want, change the color, all of those. But you need to make sure that your name is clearly visible because that is a super important part of your card. Step number 6 is to add your class name. So I'm going to add another text box, and this is Exploratory Art 6. Okay. And I'm going to put that beneath here. But this name of the class is not as important as your name. So you've got some options here. You can make your name bigger and this smaller. You can also change the color of some of these things so that they're not as apparent or not as important. So now that the name of my class pales in comparison to my name at the top. So your direction, your eyesight, your eye line is going to my name. Next thing you need to do is add your art ID number. So we're adding another text box. My number is 40A. And that goes up over here. But you don't want it to compete with your name. So there's a couple things you can do. Make it a little smaller. Not too small though, because remember this card is small. A business card is only about 3 inches wide. But I'm going to put it here, and since I want it to be a different color than my name, but I still want it to blend with the whole aesthetic, I want to make sure I'm choosing a color that blends with the aesthetic. Okay, and so make sure that the colors you're selecting all blend together. We'll talk more about color harmony as the year goes on or as the quarter goes on, but for right now, this will be okay. But actually, I think I want to change that to be the same color as the Exploratory Art 6. Okay, so step 8, we are now on step 8, and that calls for the embellishment of our card with 4 to 8 additional elements. And so what I would like you to do at this point is grab some other things either off to the side over here directly in Canvas or a combination of Canvas and on the web. So I'm actually going to go to the web because this is very important for you to understand how to search for and get images that you want for projects so that you have them on your drive and you can use them to help embellish your project. So if I'm choosing 4 to 8 additional elements that represent me, one of the things, as I see here, right, let's just search for a cat and click on images because I actually have 2 cats at home, twins, Charlie and Lola. And none of these cats look exactly like my cat, but let's see. Let's grab this one for purposes. Yeah, let's use this, even though it has a little watermark. I am going to right click on this and save image as, and I'm going to make sure it's a JPEG or a PNG. I'm going to put it in my Exploratory Art 6 folder and hit save. Now that it is saved to my folder, I am going to go back to Canvas and I'm going to go to Uploads, Upload File, and I'm going to navigate to my Exploratory Art 6 folder, grab the picture that I need, and open. And it will upload it to Canva for me, and I want to use that on my card. Actually, here, let me make sure. So I'll double click it. Oops, I didn't mean to put it in there twice. Take off one. So I guess single click. So there's my cat, but the cat's got a background, and the part of this exercise is learning how to take the backgrounds off so that when we print things, we don't use unnecessary amounts of toner. So I'm going to take the cat's background off. So just like we did to our selfie, click on Edit Photo and click on then BG Remover to take that green background off of that kitty cat, right? So there's a cat. And the next thing I want you to notice is that the bottom of the cat is cut off because of the bounding box and the side of the cat is cut off. I'm actually going to take this box smaller so it doesn't interfere with anything else on my page. I could even then take this and edit it one more time by, edit and then click crop so that I can take out this watermark. So see that watermark over there with the text? I don't want that in there. So I take that bounding box smaller and then hit enter and I've cropped off those letters. But still now I've cut parts of the cat off and I don't want just the cat floating around mindlessly like this. So I'm going to do a couple things. I'm actually going to take that cat, go back to, I'm going to go to flip, not edit, flip. We want to flip the cat horizontally. So she goes like this. Move me out of the way. And now I'm going to put my cat over here. Okay, I'm actually going to shrink the cat down a little bit because, again, if I had the cat big, it's going to compete with me. And on here, I don't want the cat to be the main item. I want me and my name and my number to be the biggest items or the biggest importance of the biggest importance. So those are the things that the viewer should notice first. So I'm going to make the cat smaller, and we're also going to change the transparency of the cat so the cat is a little bit lighter. Okay, so there is my first element. Okay, so again, step 8 on the bootcamp calls for you to embellish your card with 4 to 8 additional elements. So I'm going to continue to go in here and look for, we're going to go to elements. And I previously used these tulips, so I'm going to grab those. But do you see how those are competing with the pencils? Not liking that. So we're going to delete that out of there. But maybe instead I put something like, I want a flower design. I want a graphic maybe. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, let's see what this could do for us. If I put this back here and I'm going to send it to back, and then maybe I change the color to something grayer and I make it a little lighter so you can just subtly see those flowers back there. Okay. I also like this flower, which I previously used in one of my other designs, but I want it to be behind my cat. And I want it to be big and overlapping. And let's send it. Now it's behind the cat a little bit better. I got to adjust. I think that'll be fine. Kind of not liking the way the color, it's interfering with how the cat reads. But there I can make it lighter, but I actually think I'm going to go into the color of that flower and change, nope, I want that on the outside there. Maybe now she's just different. But again, you see how you can adjust the positions of these things and work with their transparencies to achieve the effects you're going for. There you can still now see that there's a flower, but it doesn't interact with the cat so much. Okay. So I've got my flowers. There's one item, the cat, the other flower. Let's see here. I need one other item. And since I am a volunteer seamstress for a local dance company, let's see maybe what I could fiddle around with. This cat's kind of bugging me, but there's a lot going on in my artwork, almost too much. All right, I think that's going to be it for me. Okay, so once I have this, then I'm going to hit share. I think I've got my words, 1, 2. I should have had at least one more picture. I may have put one more picture in there, but for now, let's go ahead and hit share and we'll assume we're done. All right, hit share. We're going to download it. And we're going to make sure it says ping download. And we're going to put it in our Exploratory Arts folder and hit save. So there is my card, and that is what I'm going to turn in to Canvas.